Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Finally coming to you again. I am coming from my car. I'm hoping this isn't too loud because I'm pretty close to this thing. But we'll see. Yeah, it's been a while, and I know I just, have been busy. I mean, there's been a lot of things going on. We're starting to track up, scrambling to find some throwing shoes. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. There are special shoes just for throwing in track and field. So I was able to procure a pair of Nike javelin throwing shoes, the newer ones. It's hard because there's not a lot of shoes out there for that type of stuff made for women. So ultimately, they're stuck wearing a small men's size, right? So my daughter wears size 8 in women's. Well, that's 6.5 in men's. It's hard to find a 6.5 in men's of any shoe. That's a pretty small shoe. But I did, so that's cool. What's going on that's good in my life? Well, I mean, there's that. I'm excited to watch her throw. She's going to be throwing varsity this year, which is great. That's pretty exciting. I know that they've worked on all the steps, and she's throwing pretty good. She's not going to be at this first meet, but there's a meet in a week or so that she'll be at, and we'll have these shoes just in time. I think we're actually going to get them Friday or Saturday, and then, she's throwing like Tuesday. So, and then this coming weekend is the beginning of this busyness spell that I've got coming. So, we're going to be running like crazy the next few weeks. But, that's how it goes. I've told you guys kind of what's going on and what we'll be doing. And, it's going to be pretty crazy. I may be off the radar for another couple weeks simply because, or at least another week. I probably will just take next week off because it's just going to be too much. But I'm going to be, this weekend we're going to Comic-Con. We're going to meet David Tennant, my wife is, and get his autograph, picture with him, which is really cool. That's the 10th Doctor, if you don't know, from Doctor Who. Definitely her favorite and my kids' favorite as well. So that's pretty slick, and they're very excited about that. And then Sunday, we're going to see Jeff Tate live. Jeff Tate, former lead singer of Queensryche. Going to go see him live at not a bar necessarily. It is a bar and grill, but it's kind of like a bigger venue. They have multiple stages there. It's called Knuckleheads here in Kansas City. It's pretty good. I've seen a few shows there. I saw the Toadies a few years ago. We've seen a friend of ours that comes here and plays sometimes, several times. It'll be fun. It'll be a good environment to see him and his band in. I'm looking forward to it. My wife's not looking forward to it as much. She just doesn't know that much about him. But, she's interested in it, and I think once she gets there and it starts going, she's probably going to really like it, because it is a little bit more harder rock stuff than she's used to listening to. So, and then, the week after that, we're leaving a little bit early, like on a Thursday night, and we're headed to go to this reseller meetup up in Nebraska. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Going to meet some people that we watch videos of that do reselling, and it's kind of just a big meetup, and you get to know other people, see how they do it, get some tips and tricks from people who've been doing it longer. And it should be interesting. This is a new thing in our lives. We enjoy it. We want to do good at it. We have been doing really good, by the way. These last 2 weeks, we've sold quite a lot of stuff. I had a Panasonic Lumix camera, the FZ300, which, I loved it. It was great. It just wasn't something I needed, really. And so I took it with the bag and the extra battery and the all the stuff I have for it, and I sold it. Pretty good price on eBay, and I got a hit on it. Had a lot of people look at it right away because that camera sells. I mean, it's an older model camera, but it shoots 4K video, which is crazy. The pictures is really great optical zoom lens built in. It's a point and shoot. That's really all I want to use anymore. Unless something crazy happens and I end up getting a Blackmagic Cinema 4K camera, then, I'll be looking at some lenses and stuff again. But if I don't have to mess with lenses, I'm not gonna, It's just crazy, lenses are. So yeah, there's that and all that jazz. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I am on my way actually to buy some earbuds from someone. My Sonys are missing in action, and it sucks because I love them. Well, there's a newer model and a higher model, and I got both those in one. And I'm going to go pick them up for a very reasonable price, less than half of what they're normally costing. So I'm pretty excited about going and getting those. I think these ones even actually have built-in like translation stuff, which is nuts. Doubt I'm going to need that, but cool nonetheless. So yeah, just bear with me there because I'm trying to figure that out and send her a message while I'm driving here. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's just been, it's been pretty crazy. It's been busy, and it's exciting and it's fun. And like I said, we're doing pretty good, and we're excited about that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens out of this deal, and hopefully it'll be, it'll work out good for us because it's something we really want to do well, And I think this meetup's a big part of that for us. I think it's exciting for us to go meet these folks and talk with them a little bit about what we're doing. And, it's kind of cool for us just to get away, too. We don't get away, just us two, very often. I mean, we have a lot more lately. Some other good things real quick. I'll just kind of shoot through a couple of them. Things have gotten better with the whole noise stuff, which has been just utterly ridiculous. But things have gotten a little bit better, which is great. Definitely needed that to happen. So I think we've come to an agreement on this stuff, and it's understood. Hey, man, cannot have that while people are trying to sleep. It's just unacceptable. And even on the weekends, whoa, what about later on? No, man. I mean, we still sleep. We still get up in the morning. No. Sorry. It's our house. At a certain time, you just have to respect other people and be quiet, So I think we've got it worked out. I think it's doing a lot better. Something kind of cool also that happened this week. I went with my son and we went to the shooting range. Now, I'm not a big gun guy by any means. I mean, I do love to shoot shotguns, and I'm pretty good at it too. So I love that, but we also kind of wanted something for home protection, and it's kind of hard to walk down a hallway with a long trap shooting shotgun. I mean, you can't really turn a corner with it really well. You got to keep the barrel pointed straight down or straight up while you're walking, and then even around corners and stuff, because it just is big gun. It's just hard to. It's a good gun for home protection because someone's in there unarmed, broke into your house or whatever. They hear that, that usually sends them the other way. So it's got that going for it. But anyway. Long story short, when COVID happened, my wife and I talked about it, and I ended up going and getting a pistol. Just simply because no one really knew what was going to happen. It was pretty crazy time. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was pretty weird time. And it was one of those things where you just weren't really sure what was going to happen. I mean, they had piles of people dying in hospitals. I remember seeing footage of this mass burial thing behind this hospital in New York. I mean, that's how bad it was when it all started. To be honest with you, I still don't think we've truly grasped just how horrible that was. And I don't think we've truly grieved. Now, some people have. They have close family members and stuff that got it and passed away, and that's I get it. They've been through a grieving stage. But I don't think as a country we've grieved. And, we, as a country, we take things pretty serious, and we all kind of pull together when things are bad, even though right now we're not together at all and things are kind of bad. But so, I mean, if you think about like 9/11, about 2,700 people maybe or something like that died on that day, and it was horrible. But we pulled together, man. Everybody pulled together and had each other's backs, and we grieve every year on September 11th for that. And, there's a whole museum dedicated to it. Well, with COVID, millions of people died worldwide. I mean, it's that simple. And it was pretty bad here, even in the United States. It got pretty crazy, and I know a lot of people died. So we just truly haven't grasped that, I don't think. But regardless, when it all was going down and we weren't sure exactly what was going to happen, or if it was going to end up being a curfew or martial law, I mean, because that can happen, that's when I went to the old gun store and got this 9mm. And funny thing is, I've met several times to go and to a shooting range and use it, but actually never have. And when I went with my son, that was the first time that gun's ever been shot, and I've had it, 6 years, 5-6 years. So that's pretty crazy, but a little over 5 years actually. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, and I just didn't have a need to shoot it, I had to get it out one time. I know one time my daughter and I came home, and I think the front door was left unlocked, and no one else was home, and we were talking about it. She recognized that it was unlocked, and she's like, "Dad, the front door is unlocked," and I'm like, "Oh no." And we were talking about it kind of in the front room, standing there, and we heard some noises come from upstairs, from where the kids' rooms are. And I was like, "Oh shit." It just sounded like somebody kind of bumped into something or something like that up there. And there were no animals that were up there or anything like that. So I told her, "Come with me." She got back in our room, and I told her, "Look, if you hear something going down, just open the door to the garage and go out the garage door and go to the neighbors." She's like, "Okay." And so I got the pistol out and went up there and checked around everywhere. There's nothing up there. But it was a scary moment. I was actually telling my son about this when we went to the shooting range. And he was kind of like, "Oh, man, yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, because I don't give a shit what anybody says. You don't want to shoot somebody if you don't have to, right?" And, that's kind of the big mythos with guns is, I'll blow his head off if he comes around here. And a lot of people talk that way. And Westerns were always portrayed as, these guys love to kill people if they have to, and they get in a situation, they'll kill them. It doesn't bother them. Well, wrong. It does bother people when they have to kill other people. And probably the best example of that I've ever seen would be The Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood film. If you've never seen that, and Gene Hackman, rest in peace, was fantastic in that as well. But that film is amazing, and it really represents what I'm talking about very, very clearly. And that is that, no, it's not a pleasure to be involved in this situation. It's horrible. And nobody wants to be in a situation where you have to kill somebody. And so we were talking about that a little bit, but regardless, we went shooting. I know I'm all over the place, guys. Just bear with me. We went shooting, and it was fun, man. I mean, we probably shot about 180 rounds, something like that. And because I had about 80 with me. we've got a couple targets and everything, and you know, we were shooting at those at varying distances. And I let my son shoot the gun for the first time. He was the first person to ever shoot that gun. So that he was pretty excited about that option. Now, when I'm talking about shooting and stuff, guys, like I said, we're not gun nuts. Now, my son in Boy Scouts has shot guns before. You know, there's no such word. He has shot guns before. And he actually is part of a small amount of guys that have been to this Boy Scout camp and have achieved this certain thing, which is a great score with pistol shooting. And he got that award about a year and a half ago. You know, he's hoping to, since he's won it, he actually gets to help with people and stuff like that. And the only other person to get it, I think, that year was one of his close friends. It was in a different scout troop and in an earlier visit for the Parents' Day. But yeah, you know, we enjoy doing it just for sport type stuff. We don't do it all the time. Like I said, had this gun for almost 6 years and never shot it. I've only shot that shotgun once, I believe. I went on a boys' weekend. We went down to some private property or whatever, and we shot that shotgun a little bit. And it's a 16 gauge. It's not like a 12 gauge or anything. But so we went and did this, you know, and my wife wanted us to go do this together, and she thought it would be good for us to bond and all that stuff, because it's been a while. He's been really busy. I mean, you know, he's 19 years old, and when you're 19 years old, you don't want to listen to the old man. You want to, you know, everything, right? I mean, I know that's how I was. So we went and did that, and it was a good time. It was really interesting, and we're going to go again at least one more time, just us two. And then we're going to go and take the whole family, because I really would like everyone to know how to use this just in case. Obviously, it's locked up. It's kept in a safe. It takes your fingerprint to get in there, or else you got to know another way to get in there with a key that, you know, I have that's hidden. But you can get in it with your fingerprint. It'll pop open, and then you can grab the pistol in case of emergency and load it and all that jazz. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting, and it was interesting shooting it. I'm not a big pistol fan at all. I really don't like pistols. However, I understand that they're more effective for the type of situation I'm talking about, and so that's why we have one. All right, that's enough talking about pistols. I guess I figured, since I have so much time here while I'm driving, I'm just going to ramble on and on about nothing. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on that's good in my life. The other thing that's going on that's good in my life is my job is great. I'm doing a lot more video editing, which is something I really enjoy. And I've been working on a lot of things that are out there, going out on social media and stuff, which is awesome, kind of little ads and stuff, and even ads that they'll play on the TV channels that we have, the streaming channels for American Kennel Club, which is great. If you're ever watching that, you might see an ad that I edited. So that's a good feeling, and people really like what I do there, and it's a perfect environment for me to work in. So couldn't be happier with that and with the work I'm doing. But other than that, I mean, that's really about it, you know, just enjoying life, going through life, and yada, 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 yada. All right. Listing a lot of things, selling a lot of things. That's great too. All right. So let's see. What am I into right now? All right. What have I been listening to? Well, a few things. Like I told you guys, that Band of Horses album, I've been listening to that one. I love that album. And then the Vinyl Moon albums are fantastic as well. There's also a couple things that I have ordered. I have listened to that newer Michael Kiwanuka album too. I don't remember the name of it, but I have listened to it a few more times recently, and I dig it, man. Dude, that guy's voice is just butter. You know, if you've never heard Michael Kiwanuka, and it's spelled exactly how it sounds, Kiwanuka. If you've never heard him before, you need to go listen to him. He's amazing. The album before this, called Kiwanuka, it's amazing. I highly recommend that one. Totally. It's amazing. But this new one's really good too. I'm giving a little bit more listens and enjoying that. I'm saying a lot. Sorry about that. So the albums that I have coming, well, Soul Slabs is a compilation album that they've had 3 put out during record store days over the past few years. I wasn't really into records when the first one came out. And the same really with the second I was, but I just overlooked it, didn't buy it. When the third one came out, I heard enough about it and everything. I went ahead and bought it on record store day. And it is one of my favorite albums. It's a double album, and it is chock full of songs from this record company called Coal Mine. And these are all singles that they've had over the years that they've put out for people. People have recorded in their studios and stuff, and then they've put these out for people. That's what all these compilations are. So I had number 3, and I loved it. I went to go find number 2. It's sold out all the time. Can't find it. I did get a copy of number 1, and I actually bought a copy of number 2 on Discogs. So it is on the way. It actually should be here already, but the USPS is kind of full of shit right now, and I don't know why, but it's been sitting 30 miles away from me in a postal hub for about 8 days for some strange reason, and has not moved the short distance to get to me. Whatever. The other cool thing is number 4 of Soul Slabs comes out this record store day coming up in April. So I'll be able to have all 4 of these. I'm excited about that. If you're a record nerd, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you collect anything, even Pokemon. Got to have them all, right? So yeah, that's coming. I'm excited about that. That's interesting, and that's happening soon. And we'll see how these next few albums. Like I said, I've never really heard the second one, so I'm excited to listen to that. And then, of course, this new 4th one will be awesome too, I'm sure. They're all good, all of them. I'm particularly fond of the 3rd one, but that's because, that was really my first find that way. Okay, and then the other thing I ordered was, I decided, look, man, I'm just going to get these albums. I mean, some of them cost too much, but I'll just get less albums and get more of what I want. So I picked up a copy of Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime. If you've not heard that album, I don't know what to tell you, man. That album is absolutely fantastic. I love it, and I can't imagine not having a copy of that. I've had it on CD multiple times. I've seen it live probably 3 or 4 times because I used to go see them whenever they were in town. And I'm a big Queensryche fan. Obviously, I'm going to go see Jeff Tate here. This will be like the 4th time I know for sure that I've seen him live. And so I love Queensryche, man. I always have. Always will. So I went ahead and got Operation Mindcrime, I've listened to Operation Mindcrime too. It's okay. I actually have the CD here with me in my car. I need to listen to it more. It didn't really hit me. And I think it's just because the first one came out right at the perfect time for me. When I was growing up and everything, it was a perfect record for me to have because, it was just kind of how I was feeling and the way things were going. That was great. It was our own Pink Floyd The Wall for my generation, and that was very exciting. So, that's why that album hit big for me. It didn't hit big for everybody, but I've listened to the second one, and it's okay. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea. It's different. There's some stuff in it that I like. I've listened to it a few times, and I do like some of the things in there. But it doesn't really hold a candle to the first one for me. Now, my understanding is Jeff Tate is set to record the 3rd Operation Mindcrime album, because it's always going to be a trilogy. and he's just going to do that with the band he has now. But I don't know. I'm hoping that he'll sing like maybe a song or two from it, and maybe we can see how that is. But I know that the whole thing with this tour that he's doing is it's Operation Mindcrime for the last time, because he's tired constantly of playing just songs from that album all the time and really nothing else. And so he's looking to kind of get away from that and move back towards what it is that he, all the other things that he likes to sing and be involved in. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that got that coming. And then I'm looking for Rage for Order, which is their album before Operation Mindcrime that I absolutely love. That's my very favorite record of theirs, actually. But that one is hard to come by, and when you do, it ain't cheap. So it's, again, I'm probably going to do that anyway, but it might be a little longer before I get a hold of that one. Yeah, that one's not going to happen right away. All right, it's going to take a little bit longer for me to get my hands on one of those, but I will. It'll happen. I promise. All right, I got to really watch traffic here, man, because I'm not used to driving down in this area, and it's a little wacky down here right now. A lot of construction stuff going on. All right, what about movies, or what am I watching right now? We've been watching Reacher. We love that. We've been watching, I haven't watched more Severance. I need to. We haven't really watched more of Shrinking, but we do enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I don't know what this person's doing. So I will be listening to that as well, or watching that more soon. Sorry, man. I'm really, yeah. All right. But yeah, so, we've kind of fallen off a little bit and haven't really watched a whole lot of that stuff lately. But those are the things we're kind of into. We just have not had time, by the time, it's like I've gotten off work and then I go downstairs and I work on the other business thing that we're doing, the reseller business. And that's fine, but it also really cuts into your life, and you gotta kind of balance it out, or else you're going to end up hating the whole thing. And to be honest with you, we love doing this. We love going together and finding these things, these deals, and it's fun, and we enjoy doing it together. So I don't want to do that to it. I don't want to destroy it before we've even really had a chance to make it something special. Yeah. All right. So yeah, not watching a whole lot. Reading, really nothing at all. I did pick up a new James Tinian book, and I think I talked about it with you guys already. But it was a full graphic novel, a couple hundred pages. So I've read through a little bit of it, but not much. So there's a lot more to go on that one. But it's good. It's good. Of course it's good. And then I know the new issue of Deviant came out this week, and yeah, that's I'm looking forward to reading that as well. Let's see. Video games, nothing really new there. I have actually fired up the ROG Ally, and I do want to get back into playing a little bit more. I really love No Man's Sky, and I really want to play that again. I've also heard Outer Worlds might really be up my alley, and so that may be something I seek out and mess with a little bit too. I don't know. It's almost like No Man's Sky is too open. I know that sounds silly because people who play it love that fact, but it's so open that you can get lost in it and not really be doing anything at all. And that's okay to a certain extent. And maybe I just need to start over and try again, start over from the beginning and mess with it again and see what I can do. But that takes a lot of time. So I don't know if that's ever going to happen, to be honest with you. And also there is a new Cthulhu game that I'm very interested in. So I may end up just getting that. That's probably more my speed, more up my alley. We'll see. I don't know. Again, I'm not a huge gamer, so I don't make a lot of time for that. I probably need to start balancing things out a little better and say, okay, I will only work 1 hour on this every night, just so that I'm not burning myself out and we're still getting some stuff done. Because I'm not kidding when I say we have hundreds of things that aren't listed yet that we've bought. Now, it sounds like it's a lot because it's a lot of money, right? But it's really not a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I've found things for $1 or less that sell instantly. So you kind of, the way this thing goes is you have stock and you constantly keep stock and updating and refreshing your stock because you want to have stuff constantly for sale, and you want to find those things that sell all the time quickly so that you can turn that profit fast. And we're doing that. We're getting better in that direction. Things have gotten a lot better. So not worried about it at all. It's just that's kind of how it works. But we do have a lot of things that we have not even had a chance to list yet because there's just so many things. I mean, we're talking. So I have a store that can have 500 items up for sale at a given time. Now, I can upgrade that if I need to, or I can just pay a little extra for each listing past that 500, or I can kind of wait it out as things sell and just don't add more than my limit every month, and the limit per month I think is 250 items. So yeah, I think we have about 300, almost 350 right now. But yeah, we've easily got 150 to add. We just have to do it. It takes a lot of time, though. It takes a lot of time to list, That's really the side of the business people don't talk about. What you really see, and I'm going off about this again. I'm sorry, guys. I'll talk about podcasts right after this, I promise. But what people really don't see when they watch all these YouTube videos of these resellers going out and buying things, and they're like, dude, I just found a $5,000 dress at Goodwill. Okay. First of all, maybe, I don't know, but you got to have somebody that's going to buy it too, right? I still have that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia rare promo disc, and it has not sold. Yeah, there's a ton of people looking at it. It will sell. It's not a matter of if, it's when, and it may take a long time. It may not sell for another year. I don't know. But when it does, it's going to feel pretty good because it only cost me $1.75, So that's kind of the mindset you have to have, the frame of mind you have to have in order to do this and do it effectively and all that. But that's where we're at with that. Okay, I'll quit talking about it again. Sorry, man. Obviously, it's too big of a part of my life right now. Okay, and podcasts. What have I been listening to? There are some new podcasts that I've been listening to, and I think I talked about them last time I was on here. Yes. The Monster BTK is great, by the way. If you've not listened to it, go listen to that. There's another one called Crook County, which is pretty good. I haven't even started that one yet because I've been listening to this other one that was recommended called Yazoo Clay. And what it's about is this building situation that was going on. They were building this new area, and when they were digging stuff up to start building, they found all these bodies buried, like over 1,000, and actually it turns out to be like 7,000. But where they were built was on the grounds of an old asylum. And it's pretty crazy to think that, but this asylum was around since the Civil War, okay? And it was called all kinds of things that are just horrible. We would never say these days, just unacceptable. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. You just have to listen to it. But yeah, they found all these bodies under there, these corpses, basically. I mean, most of them are just bones now at this point. Some of them have been there for 150 years, or more. So when people would die and they were in those asylums, their families never claimed them or anything. They just said, yeah, go ahead and bury them. And that was it. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. When you stop and you think about it, you're like, holy shit, that's nuts, right? But it's interesting podcast. I'm listening to that, and then I'm going to bounce over to that other one when I get a chance and listen to a little bit of that Crook County as well. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I got. I know that was a pretty long episode. I know that I talked way too much about the reseller business again. I know that I won't be back next week, but probably the week after that I should be. And that'll be after we've been through all this stuff that we're doing over the next few weekends. So I'll be able to talk to you guys a little bit about Comic-Con, what went on there, and then, of course, this big trip, this reseller trip that we're taking, which should be pretty fun. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that stuff after that all happens. I appreciate you guys listening. It's really rainy, kind of cold right now. It's gone from the 70s yesterday and the day before, and it's 37 degrees right now at the same time. It's crazy. Weather is all over the place. But yeah, all that environment shit, that's all bullshit. It's not real. Climate change is fake. Yeah. That explains all these tornadoes in Florida and shit like that. Right? Anyway, all right, guys. You guys take it easy. I'll catch up with you in about 2 weeks. Do me a favor. Get off my lawn.